while we're starting, does anyone have any bucket fills that they'd like to share with the group? Anthony, I'll let you get that one off first. Oh, you, very good.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I just want to say how grateful I am to have such a dynamic team, women growing right now. So I want to applaud Renee and I want to applaud Joe. And the energy is high and abundance is flowing to us.
I love that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Love that.
I want to piggyback off that and say I'm grateful for our team leaders there.
Yes, very good. We're all very grateful for you all. So thank you. All right, any others? The sunshine is here. We're happy. All right, I think we have a couple more. 3 more, it looks like.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
okay.
read that one.
Grateful to have so much to be grateful for. Feeling goes above the call of duty to help.
That's very kind. Thank you.
So, very nice.
Appreciate it.
Because I'm grateful to all our agents who are plugging in and working diligently to provide the best service to their clients with a heart.
Love it. With a-
Joe Kelly for showing up with a fire to grow and a commitment to learning.
I love it. Of course, we give it to Joe. All right. So, in theme of giving gratitude, we are really excited about Red Day coming up. On Thursday, May 11th, we have put together a couple events for the whole Market Center to participate in. I know Elijah and the team has been working hard to put this together. So in the morning, from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m., I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with Seasons Hospice. I know you all have been volunteering there the past several years. So that'll be where we start in the morning. I know we're going to be doing a little bit of grounds work, cleaning off their furniture. And there are some items that we need for that to kind of get some work done that day. I know Elijah has sent out an email with the list of items that we need. After that, you'll have about an hour in between so you can get some work done, return some calls and emails before we start off the adoption event. That's going to be here at the Market Center in the parking lot from 12 to 2. We have partnered with Paws and Claws, a local charity designed to help spread the word and get dogs and cats, help them find a home. So we're going to have a tent set up in the parking lot. We will be providing some beverages. I know Smoke is coming and they're going to be providing like pulled pork and I think some sides for everyone to keep you full as we're volunteering that day. What we asked for this second one is that you post, I think we've shared like a pre-curated marketing library for you so that you can post that to your sphere on social media or call and email all of the people that you know just to get the word out that we're going to be hosting that event, because that's how we'll get people to come to our office and actually adopt these animals. So if you could get the word out, we would greatly appreciate that. But otherwise, we're super excited to volunteer on May 11th. Any questions about Red Day?
We have both the sign-up sheets up there if we want to pass them around.
Get from Paws and Claws, kind of who we're bringing or what's going to be available, what.
Like pictures of the animals?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Like, you should go to Paws and Claws and do a video.
Yeah, good idea, for sure. Yeah, and
I think that, I don't know, I think my people ask me, well, what can we get?
yes, we can reach out to see if they have like a website and then
Yeah, they
they do.
Yeah, it's scary up there. And we're gonna know exactly how many animals they're bringing this week. Once we know how many volunteers we have, then they'll bring that amount of animals.
Awesome.
So
That's great.
I'll get that information this week. Yeah.
Yes.
I will.
Yeah, I think they even have pictures on their website, so we'll get that information out. And then we can provide it to you so that you can send that out to all your peeps. In addition, we could do a video if you want, like for instance, afterwards, we could do a video together to promo that.
Sure.
If you want to post it to your sphere.
Jim, go home and get your dog.
Not giving them.
No,
Ah,
we can
I'm
just
not
get
giving
this one.
That's too funny.
I'll use my cat.
Love it. Very good.
Also, just a side note, the temperatures next Thursday are gonna be a low of 55 and a high of 70 something. So it'll be perfect weather in the morning for a little bit
Good
of
call. Thank you.
exercise.
Yes.
And fresh air.
Love that. And then actually, Elijah, you have sent around a couple Red Day shirt orders. And I know we placed one order, but then do we also have another one that we can place still
By the end of today.
by the end of today?
If
Okay,
You still want a shirt, but yeah, that's only t-shirts, the one by the end of today.
perfect.
Yep.
So I know we have sent one out, I think last week, and then the second one, if you didn't get the first one, make sure you get your Red Day shirt ordered by today.
Yep.
Alrighty. In addition, we are going to be celebrating Cinco de Mayo here in the office. We'll have margaritas and chips and salsa. I'm still working on convincing Angie to bring in some of her salsa because it is very good.
What time?
We're going to be doing it all day on Friday, so it'll
Yeah.
be available. Yeah, it'll be available.
Yeah, we're taking more towards the afternoon, but whenever anyone's in, if you want a margarita.
Anytime you need a margarita, come let us know. We'll hook you up. And yes, if you have not tried Angie's salsa yet, her salsa is very, very good. She can't it herself. Oh, I'm still convincing her. I know, I'm still convincing her.
I have some that made with Carolina Reapers.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Bring it on in. Bring it on in. We love homemade salsa. So, alrighty. In addition, there is going to be a training that's coming to the Twin Cities area. This is on May 10th. It is hosted by Glover U. It is entitled New Market, New Plan, 17 Ways to Win This Summer. So Jeff is going to be bringing in some new ways for you to generate more referrals through your database with a new database formula. He'll be talking about digital marketing and social media strategies, leveraging a new buyer consultation value proposition. We'll be handling new market objections and new pricing reduction strategies. So if you want to attend that, that is 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. If you cannot attend in person, let me know. I might be able to get a recording for you. Mother's Day celebration. So we also have Mother's Day coming up, of course. That is on a Friday, or actually it's on a Saturday or Sunday, excuse me. So we're going to be doing it on that following Monday. So we have mimosas and muffins, and then we're also working on a special surprise for our mothers that day, which we are not going to be announcing yet. But watch out for your email. You'll be wanting to register to come into the office that day. And we'll share with you those details soon. So lots happening in the Market Center. Additionally, we wanted to put it on your radar that if you haven't already started to complete some of your CEs, please, work to get that done. We do have a discount code through the CE shop to save 30%, as well as through K-Score. There's also a discount in there. I think it's about 30% as well. So if you prefer to go through Kaplan, you can do that, or through the CE shop. We just wanted to provide you that code and put that on your radar so you can start doing that. We have Mega Agent Camp video here that I'm going to play for you all. All right, that's coming up August 15th through the 16th. How many of you have been to Mega Camp before? Raise your hand. How many of you have been twice? Keep your hand held up high. 5 times? 3 times? 3, okay, so Jen, you've been there 3 times. Can you share with us a little bit about your experience attending Mega Camp? What have you done there in the past? What do you like about it?
It's a lot like family reunion, but smaller. There is some really, it's more intensified breakouts. And I believe Gary talks more opportunity to meet or to listen to Gary. I spend a lot of the time networking with other agents. What I do is I watch people's tags as they walk by me. And anybody that's named Jennifer, I stop them. And then last time I did Jennifer and Julie, because that's my sister's name. So all those people go right into my database and do referrals. I always try to concentrate a lot on getting a referral. So it pays money.
Yep.
It's just, it's a good jump start to get into the fall. You come home all invigorated and ready to roam. It's just, I don't know, you have to go, just go.
Yeah,
So it's a little overwhelming. It can be overwhelming. But they have a really good way to plan your day, plan the breakouts that you want to go to, so you know exactly where you need to be. So, and then they have a lot of outside of mega camp gatherings that you can be a part of too. So you just meet a lot of really cool people there.
yeah, I love that. Thank you for sharing. So that is in Austin, Texas. It's at the same place every year. So it's one of those things. Yeah, just right.
I'll find Joe. It's hot. Yeah, it is.
Which is a great.
I love the
great community.
view.
I love the view.
107.
The other thing that's really good about Austin too is it's not like the humid,
It's dry.
It's not the humid hot, it's more of a
Yeah.
dry heat. But yes, thank you, Jen. Mega Camp really is all things, reinvigorating your business, getting you excited for launching into a fall and winter market. Gary does spend a little bit more time with us at Mega Camp than he does in Family Reunion. Family Reunion sort of travels around to different locations each year, whereas Mega Camp, same place, same location every year. Austin is actually the headquarters of Keller Williams, and it's where our KW Keller Williams Realty International office is located. So we usually get a little bit more of a showing from our leadership there. And they spend not only more time giving us like the market updates, but also a little bit more time on where we're going as a company. And in addition, Jen did mention there's a mobile app that you can use to sort of like plan out your entire trip ahead of time. So you can go into the event with like 1 or 2 things that you want to learn or solve in your business, and be really intentional about your trip there so that you don't feel like you're overwhelmed in, a sea of people, because there will be, thousands of people in attendance at that event. So beyond being able to like learn and mastermind from other successful agents across the country, you can also build referral connections. And this is actually one of the ways that I really built my business early on, was just through getting as many referrals and getting my name out there to, other agents in other states, because there are often lots of people moving into Minnesota from all across the country because of the amount of Fortune 500 companies that we have here. Certainly in this area with the Mayo Clinic, Hormel, IBM, I know you guys have a great opportunity to capitalize on some of those referrals. So please register. I will be going this year, and we'll have, I think we're going to have a good. Two of our ALC members didn't go to Family Reunion, which means that they're going to go to Mega Camp this year. We're going to have a good turnout.
If anybody wants to go, I don't have my plane ticket booked yet. I mean, it's more fun to go in together. So, I mean, we can fly the same thing and maybe stay in the same hotel. And
Yeah, we'll get some
it's just more
details out
fun
there.
that way.
Yeah, so that everyone kind of knows like where they're going to be staying, and we'll get together as like a market center again to do a dinner. We did that at the last event, but we'll do that again.
Breakout, is that something you pick beforehand? They kind of specialize what?
Question, you can certainly pick ahead of time. They put out the agenda or the whole schedule in advance. So you can do kind of like a search and see based off of what the different classes are. where you want to have your focus, and then you can choose the class, and every class has like a description. It'll tell you who is the instructor and where is it located, so you can plan it all in advance if you want. But if you don't have the time to plan it in advance, you can always do that the day of as well. Like they don't say you have to RSVP, for instance, to attend. So good question.
You do need to get to the classes early though, because a lot of time, if you go and you pick a class, don't dilly dally, because if the class gets full, then they close the door. You can't get in.
There is fire code, yeah.
There'd be hundreds of people in that.
So much with mega communities. You know, what's family, 20,000?
Yeah, family reunion is usually above 15, 20, and then mega camp is usually closer to like 12. Yeah, 12, 13.
But it happens. Him and we got stuck in.
Oh, really? It's a good one to go to, like if you have never been to one of our events, it's a great way to break into that scene for
I
sure.
know a place that has 100 taps.
Is it?
Yeah, let me look it up. I'll pull it up right now.
What you get it. Yes.
So it is $6.99 this year.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
Cheaper than
$6.99. All righty, any other questions? Questions about mega agent camp? All right, so quick update about K-Score and reminder. So of course, this is a tool that you all have access to so that we can help those you know that are looking to get the real estate license, to get into the business and not have to, make that initial investment of like $730. This is a program that we have developed in partnership with Kaplan to cover that cost for the pre-licensing courses. So they still have to pay for things like their state national exam, which that's like a total of maybe $75. But we are able to cover the cost of the $730 so that they can get into those classes. And makes it a little bit easier for people who have been on the fence, just to give it a go. We have had over 11,000 students complete the pre-licensing program. We have KW Prep in all of the US states and territories now. KW Prep is different than K-Score in that KW Prep is a online module. It's like a 15, 16 series program that will like help people sort of start off in the business by thinking about mindset, lead generation, structuring their days in their business. So it's kind of like an intro to what does coaching and training look like for Keller Williams. And then of course we have CE available for you through K-Score and Kaplan as well. And you can scan that code if you want to learn more about K-Score, or of course, come to me directly and I'd be happy to share. All right, without further ado, I'd love to jump into our training on ChatGPT. So Elijah, come on up. Elijah kind of go through the class here, and then at the end, we're going to open it up for questions and we'll kind of go back and forth and answer those questions.
Absolutely. So first, I'm just going to kind of walk through, why ChatGPT can be good for your business, what it can do for you. And then when we get towards the end, we'll go through a demo. So actually work on it live and see exactly how it can do some marketing, solve some problems for you, things like that.
So who here has used ChatGPT or has heard of ChatGPT? Okay, so 4 people.
Awesome. And have you just used it? Have you used it for your real estate business?
Yeah, and personal.
Oh, awesome.
I asked it to make me a new Instagram handle.
Did it come up with a good one?
What was the,
Beautiful.
so is
Yeah, yeah.
that your current handle?
No, it's, it came up with like, Joe Real Estate Royalty or something. Well, I said just come up with 20 new names. That's awesome. But I just wanted to mess with it.
Yeah, very good. Absolutely. Great. So first, just a few little disclaimers. So obviously real estate is a human business. AI will not replace you, the agent, but an AI tech enabled agent may replace traditional sales as we know it. So again, leveraging AI may give you further push in your real estate business compared to other agents.
It'll help with automation of your business, helping you complete operational tasks more efficiently. In addition, so whereas Google, we can, type in a question and it'll give us a bunch of links. What this does is it kind of bridges that gap and takes it a step forward where we can now ask questions and it just gives us the answer versus giving us all the different sources to the questions.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's kind of related to this next one. Be aware, this is artificial intelligence, not human intelligence. Be sure to check everything for legal and real estate compliance, especially since it may not be giving you the source unless you ask. So you certainly should not copy and paste unless you're 100% sure the information is accurate and following guidelines in Minnesota. And then doesn't necessarily know local laws, rules, fair housing laws, etc. So just double check what it's telling you.
And the one thing with this too, like ChatGPT specifically, I know that basically it was like based off of information that was available in like 2020.
Yeah, and I'll get into that, but it's only knowledgeable up to 2021 at this moment. Obviously it'll keep feeding more information into it, but for right now, it's only knowledgeable about events up to 2021. Yes. So what is it? ChatGPT is generative AI, which is artificial intelligence. It means responses are generated in real time in answer to a search question. So basically, you're going to be having a conversation with ChatGPT, and it's a program that learns by accessing large amounts of data and then making educated guesses for response based on words typed previously. So it's going to take into account not only your current message, but previous messages, and also you're able to have that conversation style chat with it. So this is just kind of a picture of what you see when you hop on to ChatGPT, which we'll go on to it in a little bit, but capabilities, limitations, examples, and we'll see that a little later. So where to start? If you do want to access ChatGPT, it's just chat.openai.com. I believe it does make you register for an account to get started.
So opening up a browser, typing in that location is one way you can access it. And then the second way would be just downloading an app on your phone. So there are two different ways you can access it.
Very good. And speaking of going to the website, there are two different versions of ChatGPT at the moment. There's ChatGPT 3.5 and ChatGPT 4.0. 4.0 is paid, where 3.5 is free to everyone. Really, the only difference is that 4.0 has access to even more information, and it's able to be used when there's high usage of ChatGPT. So it's not going to slow down when there's 1,000 million other people using the website. Whereas the 3.5, the free version, may have slight limitations compared to the paid version.
And one of those limitations he's talking about is essentially if there's an influx of users on the free version, you may not be able to access it. So like if you knew you really needed to access the program this day, this time, the paid feature may become useful.
Yeah, absolutely. So how can it help my listings? First of all, it can save you time. It can obviously help you generate listings, not give you leads. So it can maximize, your LTS, like a large technical system, CRM, both those meaning command, action plans, something like a smart plan. So we come up with verbiage, text, ideas of what you can use to send your clients, what you can use to get leads, help you with listing descriptions. This is just one example, might be a little hard to see, but I typed in and just said, write a listing description for a home for sale in Rochester, Minnesota, that has a lot of historic features, is in a desirable neighborhood, upgraded kitchen appliance, 2 stories, and would be perfect for a first-time home buyer. And then it's going to write this whole spiel. So just start off, welcome to your new home in Rochester, Minnesota. This charming 2-story home boasts a wealth of historic features and is situated in a highly sought-after neighborhood. This is one of the examples I'll go through a little later, so I'm not going to read through all of it right now. But it can generate listing descriptions for specific addresses, things like that. It can also help you create checklists for your listings and then simplify your messages. So one really cool thing is if you have like a 500-word description, you want to put it to 100 words, you can just tell it to narrow it down to 100 words, and it's going to do that for you while still getting all the points in there and making it sound good. So another slide of how it can help your listings, also help market your listings. So it can give you ideas for marketing, for social media captions, campaigns, generate caption for posts across channels, keywords, video tours, and to highlight specific elements. So for example, for this one, I asked it to build a marketing strategy for selling a townhome in Rochester, Minnesota. It then gave me a bunch of different points of what I could do. So identify your target audience, showcase your property, leverage social media, and then it gives you more information on each of those ideas. And you can also ask it for even more information on any bullet point that it gives. Marketing strategy. So just making sure you cover all the main opportunities by getting a plan created, and then listing marketing opportunities. You can even do something such as ask it to build a go-to-market strategy. And again, most of these things we'll walk through when I do that demo, so you can see exactly how it's going to work. So how can it help your brand? You can use existing content to create new content. So what that means is you can put in something that's unique about like a home you're selling, something you're targeting with your buyers, tell them exactly that piece of information, and then it can expand on that information and also give you more ideas of what to do with it. Have a niche area or interest. It can build out topics to write or post about. It can also structure your content so it can maximize its reach. So know your channel, who you're trying to reach, and then you can ask GPT to build accordingly. You can also have it generate, things such as testimonials to prompt other clients to do so.
So for instance, as it relates to building your brand, for those of us who have been wanting to create a blog and are limited by not being able to create posts regularly on that blog, this could be something that you leverage to say, write a blog, this many characters or this many words about this. And you just click enter and it does it for you. You can even upload samples of like your own writing and ask it to write blogs using your voice, which is pretty incredible. So every time then when you post that blog to your website, it's going to help you increase how Google is basically extending your reach, and it will hopefully help to get more exposure to buyers and sellers who are finding you online.
Yeah, absolutely.
Does your own account like learn more about you?
Yeah, so based on each conversation.
Yeah.
So when you go on, you'll see you can start different conversations, basically like a text almost.
Yep.
Within each of those, it gets previous information, but it's not getting previous information from something else.
So it's just like, it'll learn more about me. So if I'm like, just like what you said, type this in my own voice, then like, it'll keep learning.
Yeah, and that's also something the paid version is very good at, is it's the ChatGPT 4.0 is better at telling like emotions,
You know the price on that?
sadness, $20 a month. So a little expensive.
Well, and the other thing with that
What is
is, it learns about you in each conversation, but then when you go to start a new conversation, it doesn't keep that information. So every time you start a new conversation, it just starts over.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. But you can have one conversation and go through like 80 different topics,
Oh, so like, let's say you have one listing that you want to like keep building on, you could just go back to that conversation and ask another question.
Absolutely.
Do you think that if a lot of people use this, do you think that the descriptions will repeat themselves?
Somewhat. Like I said, you can do it based on specific addresses even. So it'll get that information from online. So depending what it is, it might be similar to something else. But if it's a specific listing or a specific event, something like that, it's gonna be different.
Yeah, unlikely, just because we're all like, you and I were limited by the same amount of words, in the vocabulary. So it would be unlikely that it would create two identical, totally identical.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're gonna actually hop onto it now. So if anyone wants to follow along, again, just go to chat.openai.com.
And you can do this from your phone as well.
Yep.
What's the app?
So when you hop on, yours might look a little different just because again, I have that paid version. But it'll be pretty much similar where it says send a message down the bottom and then new chat in the top left. Also, that email's from like 6th grade, and I don't know how I got signed up with that. So
This is it.
It's like my junk, kind of like my junk. So,
Soccer,
yeah.
soccer.
Soccer 68.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
my like junk email
Mine was
is,
cutie
yeah.
original one, baby 333.
Oh, that's great. Was everyone able to get to this? Some,
Is it Genie?
iPhone?
Yeah, there's a lot. I typed in OpenAI.
There's like 4. I think the symbol was like a flower pen.
It was a flower.
Yeah, I think it's the AI chatbot, AI.
AI
assistant.
chat,
Yep.
chatbot.
Yeah, that's what it is.
For teaching this. This is awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
So while you all are getting there.
Yeah.
One of the very first ways that I used this
Mhm.
was the recipe.
Oh, very cool.
So we had been to a restaurant and, they give like the basic ingredients of what is in this
Yeah.
food. But I never made blackened shrimp before.
Mhm.
And so I asked it to create a recipe that would pair well with the other.
Oh,
things that
that's
were in
very
the
cool.
Ingredients. And it gave me a great recipe and I used it and it was wonderful.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool.
You've been using it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You use it for real estate?
I have.
Mhm.
Using it with descriptions because it does use a lot of, fluffy things that weren't necessarily true about the home.
So you mean like copy and paste?
Yeah, that's why I was like, don't copy and paste, like double check everything. But it can at least get you like,
Halfway there.
well, that, and it can give you like sentences that sound good and go well together, and then you can switch out information.
It's
Such a-
helpful. It's
Yeah.
helpful because you get, you get tired of descriptions, like Elijah was saying, we're limited. Dylan was saying that limited in vocabulary, and sometimes you just want to. And it's a good thing to use it that way.
Right.
Did you get it, Joe? Beautiful. Jim, are you hopping on it?
No.
Okay. Fair enough.
It's that dot and AI dot.
Yeah.
Place.
If you want to do it on your phone, that'd be easiest. But you're welcome to also, I'll be doing it up here too, so if you don't want to go through all that work, you don't need the phone. You got it. Yep, good there.
Gave you the wrong one down here.
That one.
I thought it was. Yeah.
Is it this one?
Several different ones, but for this purpose, I would just recommend doing this for now.
On.
Yeah.
On
Like your.
On
biggest
browser.
browser.
Yeah. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I think that. Awesome. You think we're good to go?
Yep, I think so.
Great.
I think everyone's in.
So, yeah, all good, Jim. So once you hop on here, there'll be two different options where to start. Yours will probably have that picture I showed earlier, right in the middle where it shows like limitations, and the other two columns should still be the same. So either send message or new chat. They're basically both going to do the same thing by starting a new chat. Now I just have some examples I was going to run through of things we could do. So first, say you want to market some social media content to help your clients understand why right now is a great time to buy a home. Simply in the message, I'm going to put, I want to create social media content as a real estate agent to help my clients understand why right now is a great time to buy a home.
It just types away.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes very fast.
Can you produce 5 social media post ideas that help showcase?
That's on my brain.
Me too.
So right now, I'm asking it to create 5 social media post ideas that would help showcase the
Yours
message
is way
of
faster
why,
than mine.
why right now is a great time to buy a home.
You had hashtags too.
So it gave me these 5 social media post idea. So say I like number 2 that says, did you know that the housing market is currently a seller's market? Say I wanted to expand on that idea. I could say, can you make 5 posts similar to that second caption you sent me? And then if I want them to be in a table and I want them to add hashtags and all this information, I can say, I would put it in a table with recommended dates and hashtags I can use for each of the posts in the month of May.
I'm gonna be shocked.
Right, so kind of think of like having a virtual assistant, you know, like you can ask it to really create things like this super quickly.
Sarah.
These all 5 of
Raise it in
I'm still trying to get
without a question.
No, I mean, you can put question marks, you just don't have to. It's gonna know. So now each 5 of these posts is gonna be related to why right now is like a seller's market. So it's gonna put a post caption, recommended date, recommended hashtags. So again, obviously always double check all this information, but it's kind of giving the basics of what to do. And now if we even want to expand the table even more, I could
I
say,
can't handle it.
can you add an idea for a photo to each post and put in another column? So now it's going to add a photo ID on the right side as well for each post.
Well, there's still a lot, right? So,
Yeah.
so going back to kind of like the first slide, there is still a lot of like human experience that this cannot replicate. However, it can, you know, make that more efficient and give them
Yeah.
more time so that they have the ability to spend more time, you know, making the warm touches.
Right.
And
Yeah.
personalizing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the other great thing about that is to take it even a level higher, if
Mhm.
anybody uses Canva,
Yeah.
it meshes very well with Canva.
Mhm.
So now it's giving you an idea, right? A photo idea. And now you can go to Canva, go to real estate and, you know,
Yep.
all those ideas are there.
So basically,
Exactly.
it gives you that, and then you just, instead of having to spend time doing that, you can go do it.
Yeah, go do it.
Exactly.
And then again, customize it to yourself, double check it, and personalize it, but it's giving you the base idea of something to do. Also giving you dates, just make it very easy.
Can you go back up to the verbiage that you originally said, just to create that chart?
The chart, yeah, I said, oh, I thought you were talking about this one right here.
Yeah, second one.
This one right here, is this what you're talking about?
Yeah, the one with the table and the. columns.
Yeah, so yeah, I said, can you make 5 posts similar to the second caption you had sent me, which was this, do you know that the housing market is currently a seller's market?
Then go up, yeah, go.
Okay,
there,
awesome.
Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. Any questions on this prompt? I mean, it's pretty straightforward once you get it going, but
Who has a listing in here?
that's what I was just going to
Was
ask
it?
at this exact moment. Does anyone have a listing to be comfortable sharing?
An address.
Yeah, an address,
400.
just,
Would you do it?
yeah, I mean, you can create a new one, but I'm just gonna do it. What is it, Sarah?
4400
Mhm.
CROSSI
Mhm.
Fort Northwest.
So I say, can you write a listing description for 440? And then I don't know how accurate this is. It says, welcome to the stunning 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom home in the desirable northwest neighborhood of Rochester, Minnesota. As you step inside, you'll be greeted by a spacious foyer and an open concept living area that features soaring ceilings and plenty of natural light. Does that sound accurate? Yeah. And so, yeah, that's why you definitely double check it, but it's going to give you verbiage to
Yeah,
use.
continue reading through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Just because they can see it.
The gourmet kitchen boasts granite countertops, stainless steel appliances, and a center island that's perfect for entertaining. The main level also includes a cozy fireplace, a formal dining room, and a private office.
Yeah.
Upstairs, you'll find the luxurious master suite that features a walk-in closet and an ensuite bathroom with a soaking tub and a separate shower. The upper level also includes 3 additional bedrooms, a full bathroom, and a convenient laundry room. The lower level is fully finished and features a family room with a built-in entertainment center, a wet bar, and a 3/4 bathroom. The home also includes a spacious 3-car garage, a deck, and a patio that overlooks the beautifully landscaped yard. Located in a quiet cul-de-sac, this home offers easy access to downtown Rochester, parks, and schools. Don't miss your chance to make this exquisite property your own.
Most of it is spot on.
Yeah.
Would you
that's great.
feel comfortable like taking that and tweaking it and then like, is that pretty much
Yeah.
similar to what?
Yeah, and it sounds pretty good. I mean, it writes it it flows well. And then, did you have something to add?
I was just gonna say, which I imagine you were probably just about to say, was you can even go in and say, shorten this just to.
Oh my God,
you know,
that's
7 sentences.
So we're thinking, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
You can
So
tell it to do
you could
that,
say,
and also say something like, shorten this description to 7 sentences and make it feel more warm and.
yeah, I would say 1,000.
That's what we.
Make it warmer.
And yeah, and tell it to make it more warm and inviting.
If you want to just correct details.
That might be easier to do just after you copy and paste it.
You just say, eliminate this sentence.
Or yeah, or you can say, or you could
Eliminate the
correct,
first
you could say
sentence.
there's 3 bedrooms, not 4, or something
Yeah.
like that. But yeah, make the description 1,000 characters and make it more warm and inviting. That's still long.
So,
Yeah, I mean, I could
so,
make it.
but that's a good example of how you can, make it more or less depending on what your need is.
Yeah, so like it added, just love spending time in the cozy family room with a beautiful gas fireplace, perfect for curling up with a good book or hosting a movie night with family or friends. It also added the adjacent dining room is perfect for hosting formal dinner parties or enjoying a quiet meal with loved ones. So you can see how it's kind of changing the tone a bit, just by adding different details. But if you wanted it very short, you could say, make that, like. So then it just has that quick little one. So welcome home to the stunning 4-bed, 4-bath resident in the sought after northwest neighborhood of Rochester with a warm and inviting atmosphere, open concept living area, gourmet kitchen, luxurious master suite, finished lower level, and beautifully landscaped yard. This home has it all. And then located in a quiet cul-de-sac and offering easy access to downtown Rochester parks and schools. This home is the perfect place to call home. So,
Can you do another listing?
yeah,
I'm seeing how comparison, if ours are different or not.
yeah, absolutely. What's the address?
610 West 5th Street. Winona, Minnesota. 55987.
Because his is AI.
Yeah, so it says, welcome to this charming 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home located in the heart of historic downtown Winona, Minnesota. This beautiful property features a classic style with modern updates, making it the perfect blend of old world charm and contemporary living.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing here. Again.
Oh, great.
Oh, to see if they're different, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's different.
This lovely property features 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a spacious 1,800 square feet. It's used inside.
And it's
It's
different.
a little similar.
Yeah,
But different.
yeah, yeah.
Same home, same thing we're describing, but yeah, totally totally different from the perspective of, it doesn't look like it was full copy and paste.
And then you could also ask it to change things. So I could say, could you highlight, which this may not be true, but could you highlight that it has fully updated kitchen appliances and floor, not flour, windows throughout. So then it would add that somewhere in the listing description if that happened, be true. So yeah, beautiful property features a classic style with modern updates, including fully updated kitchen appliances and stunning floor to ceiling windows throughout.
So the other thing that we should think about too is, how are our people going to be using this, right? They may not use it in the same way that we use it, but our clients or our tenants, how could they be using this? You can ask this questions like, what do you think the rent could be on this property? And it's gonna give you a little bit of pushback early on, saying like, something to the effect of like, I'm not sure, but you can push it a little bit and it will give you the answer based off of information that it can get access to online. It'll say like, I believe it could be rented between this number and this number. And then you could go take it a step further and say, if you had to limit that even more, what would that number be? And they will give you a specific number that they think it could be rented for.
Wow.
Yeah.
Or sold for, for a listing price.
And another great thing it can do is help you craft messages or emails. So an example, if we go through one more, you could say, can you help craft an email I can send to a past client that is, let's say, also a good friend about connecting over a sporting event in Minneapolis. And then it'll give us one email. They'll say, do your client's name, hope this email finds you well with the upcoming name of the sporting event happening in Minneapolis next month. That would be a great opportunity for us to catch up and enjoy the game together. I know you're a big fan of the team, and I would love to hear your thoughts on their championship season. It's been a while since we've had the chance to connect, and I think this would be the perfect occasion to do so. I'd be happy to arrange tickets for us and make any necessary arrangements. Ensure we have a great time. We could grab dinner or drinks beforehand and catch up on all that's been happening in our lives. Let me know if this sounds like something you'd be interested in, and we can work out the details. I'm really looking forward to seeing you together. Now, if you wanted to, what you said?
Back on the date, I knew that.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna request handwritten notes from people to verify it's you.
Now, if you want to make this sound, say like it's coming from a realtor, but it's not real estate focused, we could do something like that as well. So it'll like slip in that you're a realtor, but it's not going to be like, let's talk about homes. So, see this third paragraph added, as a real estate agent, I'm always looking for ways to connect with my clients on a more personal level. I believe that's building strong relationships is the foundation of any successful business, and what better way to do it than over a shared love for sports. And then it doesn't really mention anything else about realtors. So it's not like pushing that, but you could also make it do something like that, like make this real estate focused.
Scroll up and see the question.
Just now. Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
I'm mind blown.
I don't have any questions right now. It's never been my own
Do
wording.
you even read it, or are you just like?
Definitely read it.
Yeah, 100%. Let's think. You could also have it, open a lot of other ways, but let's say like an event. So if you want to create like a title, a hashtag, and
Let's tell it to create a list of client appreciation events that realtors could host this spring or summer.
Yeah.
Create a list of client appreciation events that a realtor could use to build their business this spring or summer.
Let's scroll all the way down.
Nice typing skill.
So outdoor barbecue,
Thank you.
sports outing, volunteer event,
Wine
beach day.
And
Tell
then-
it- Tell it to give you a list of about 30 event ideas.
Yeah, I like that. And then let's also focus on one after that.
Okay.
List of 30
Event ideas.
of the same.
Yeah.
Um.
Just say of ideas and see if it knows automatically. Okay.
Remember the key. So it does, because it's time about your clients. Now let's say we wanted to do like a farmer scavenger hunt or something. You could say, create an event title, email subject line, and social media caption for a real estate event for number 20.
Yeah, tell it to give you a little description too.
So farm to table real estate tour.
Ooh,
It's
love
gonna give
that.
you an email subject line, join me for a farmer's market tour and learn about local real estate. Description, are you interested in learning more about the local real estate market while also supporting local farmers and artisans? Join me for a fun and informative farm to table real estate tour at the name of the farmer's market. We'll meet at the market and explore the area, stopping to talk about the latest trends and opportunities in the local real estate market. You'll also have the chance to purchase fresh local produce and other goods. Don't miss this opportunity to combine your love for real estate with your passion for supporting local business. Also gives you a social media caption. Join me for a fun and informative farm to table real estate tour at the name. Discover the latest trends and opportunities in the local real estate market while supporting local farmers and artisans. Don't miss this unique opportunity to combine your love for real estate with your passion for community building. And it gives you some hashtags as well.
Love it.
So a lot of things you can get it to expand on just from a simple idea.
Who else has a question that they want to ask?
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, anyone else have anything? Otherwise, obviously, I mean, you can use this at any point. The only thing stopping you is as we had mentioned, if there's an influx of people and you weren't using paid, but I've actually personally never had that happen.
So
So
paid is faster.
faster, it can recognize emotions better, so when I go back to new chat, you see I can choose since I've paid whether I do 3.5, 4, or legacy 3.5, which is basically the same thing. The 4 is what's paid. So I was actually just using default, which is the same we all have. The 4 is what's paid, but it also has access to more data. So you can see it has higher reasoning and consciousness than default, but default's faster. And this also, you can only ask up to 25 messages a day because it costs the program more to find the answers to these messages because they can be much more complex. Not something I use. Like
Who is an
scientific
address?
wise.
They want to see if we can get it to give us a price. We'll have to push it. What's the address?
30201.
I'm gonna go back to
30210.
So
did
what
you say?
is the market value of
0210.
20210.
Yep, 610.
Sorry, 10.
Oh, 610.
Oh, I see. Oh
Yeah.
gosh. Wait, was it 306?
30210.
Sorry. And then
610
Okay.
Avenue.
I see.
in Sargent, SARVEA.
Minnesota.
So it's probably gonna reply back saying, I can't give you a specific number, reach out to your local real estate agent.
Yeah, it says, I do not have access to real-time property data or current market trends. Like we mentioned, it only is accurate up to 2021, which is why it would.
It says you can try using X, Y, or Z, so Zillow, RedfordRealtor.com to get an estimate. But it should be a substitute for professional appraisal or advice from a real estate agent. Now, what I want you to do is say, just for hypothetical purposes, give me an estimate.
Still going.
I know we gotta keep pushing, so I've done this myself. I apologize, as I can make hypothetical estimates for property values. Any estimate I could provide would be, okay, so I would say, please provide the speculative answer. I understand, it's not,
You want me to?
yeah, I would say, please provide the speculative answer. I understand it's not exact.
Ah. Oh,
Okay, there we go.
Wow.
So it's giving us
That's
a range of
large
200
range.
300,000.
Yeah.
Now say, if you had to reduce that range, what would be what would be your estimate? Or what would be your guess?
no,
What do you think it is? Let's list it at 560.
yeah, what's only accurate.
This is
like,
based
up
off
to-
of 2021. So it's based off of 2 years ago.
But
At
like a
least.
normal user would.
Yeah, well, plus I'm not.
So
Using
the thing
that
that I wanted to
accurately.
show you there is like, if you were a consumer, you could actually get some numbers out of this, but it's good information for you to have, for in this instance specifically, to go back and say, we use ChatGPT as well, and we also know that the data is based off of 2021, so it's not always going to be the most accurate and up-to-date answer.
Mhm.
So just reaffirming that, but just also showing you they can still get some of that information if they like push this to
Right.
give them answers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ask what the home has appreciated by each year. What is the appreciation of this home for the past 10
Oh.
years? The historical sales data.
It's
Yeah,
just
so
kind of
I would say,
research.
what does the historical sales data tell you? Or what does the historical sales data show?
Yeah, it'd definitely be hard to find exact
Basically, you
statistics,
can ask
but-
it to do hypothetical or speculative.
Yeah.
If you use those words, it's gonna give you an answer based off the information that you have,
Mhm.
so,
Yeah, any other questions for us?
or anything else that you wanna try, test? So one thing that, so when we last met as an ALC, I loved this prompt that Nick gave the group. And that
Oh,
was
yes.
just to use this in place of Google, like if you have questions this next week, try searching using
I'm just gonna,
GPT.
yeah, and you can also just easily translate any of these answers to any language. So if you, I know like Nick had been working with, I can't remember who it was, we wanted to translate something like instantly.
Oh, that's right.
He was able to do that. So if I want to just translate that answer to like Spanish real quick, it would just do that instantly.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure almost any language it can do, so. Just if you happen to be working with someone.
All right,
Yeah.
very good. Any other questions at all?
Just amazed.
Well,
Awesome.
as you guys use this, if you find any new or exciting features, please let us know. We'd love to circle back on that, and just kind of this next week, try using this in place of Google, when you run your searches, and just kind of see how that impacts the way you do business, and if it's a way that you can learn this tool easily.
Mhm.
So let us know
Absolutely.
how we can help.
Ask it once how beneficial Mega Camp is for new agents.
It'll know, it'll have the information.
Highly beneficial.
Yes. Keller Williams Mega Agent Camp can be highly beneficial for new real estate agents who are looking to learn new skills, gain knowledge, and network with other agents. This camp is an intensive training program that provides real estate agents with tools, strategies, and techniques needed to build a successful real estate business. At the camp, new agents can learn from some of the most successful agents and top industry experts who share their experiences, tips, and best practices on how to grow a successful real estate business. This includes training on lead generation, marketing, negotiation, and closing techniques, among other things. In addition to the training, camp provides new agents with an opportunity to network with other agents, share ideas, and learn from each other's experiences. This can be valuable for building relationships, expanding your professional network, and finding new business opportunities. Overall, the KW Mega Agent Camp can be a great way for new real estate agents to jumpstart their careers, learn new skills, and gain insights into the real estate industry. However, it's important to note that success in real estate ultimately depends on your individual effort, hard work, and dedication to your business.
Good. That's pretty good.
Very good.
All right. Thank you, Elijah. We
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
King.